MLB The Show is in the swamps right now. You look around the internet, you're gonna hear these words when referred to this game. Bored, boring, homework. The game has never been this low in viewership in September since Diamond Dynasty took off back in MLB 15 and 16. Granted, the game always trends down this time of year. Some of the best annual releases always launch in the fall. We got Madden, 2K, NHL, Call of Duty. This year in particular has been a big one with gaming, starting with the summer's launch of Starfield. We got Spider-Man 2 and UFC 5 right around the corner. FIFA and Mortal Kombat just came out last week. I'm sure game sales were fantastic. They have been the last 4 or 5 years, but the MLB playoffs haven't even gotten started yet. And sometimes I gotta wait 2 or 3 minutes just to find a ranked game. What would you like to see them do to make things better in Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show 24? I have a few ideas. Number one, just the approach to the grinds in general. Every single program, whether it's Team Affinity or the random programs they throw in the game, are 99% offline based. And it's all the exact same grind over and over again. You do the moments and the showdown to get these first few guys unlocked. You then throw these cards into a lineup and you knock out the conquest map, and then you do the XP missions on repeat until you're done and you unlock all of the cards, which is fine. We just need more, specifically online options. My man Fuzzy has hinted at this before. Same way you get vouchers for completing mini seasons, and this is repeatable. Give us vouchers for gated win rewards in various online modes. If we win 5 or 10 ranked games, we get 5 vouchers that can go towards whatever we want. Just call them program vouchers and have every program that comes into the game just have a voucher section and have program vouchers eligible in all of them. And this leads right into my second point. Repeatable grinds. Not only do we need some online options in all of these programs in this game, why is mini seasons the only thing that we can do multiple times? A lot of people hate showdowns. There's a whole group of people that wouldn't even do showdowns as an option if it was repeatable. People that are good enough at it should be able to do it multiple times. Even if after the first time you do it, you only get 10K, even the conquest maps, they could be repeatable for 10 or 15,000, or maybe just put more conquest maps in the game. I'm the kind of person that every time a new set comes out, I come down here, I do the showdown, I do the conquest, I knock out the moments, and whatever duplicates I have in my account to knock out some exchanges, I'll even do some of those. And that's it. Wherever I'm at, and I will slow grind the rest. And we're usually only at about 45 to 50% at that point. Why is the other 50% just subjected to me doing the same XP grinds over and add more moments once a week, the same way you add moments to Tops Now and Player of the Month? Let this list of 5 moments end up being a list of 30 or 40 moments by the time the set expires. Add more. It's like there's so much to do, but you're condensed to doing it a certain way once you get to a certain point, which makes it so mind-numbing, which also leads right into my third bullet here, and the biggest one for me that could really change everything next year: gated content and less spoiler. You see this choice pack right here, this one, the 3 that you get as you grind through this set. Get rid of that choice pack and get rid of the ability to unlock every single feature 99 player that's coming out in a set right away. Have it be gated throughout the time period that the set's going to be live. Every other weekend, you can have a new level of the set unlock if you're caught up on the previous level. We've seen them do this before with Team Affinity. Team Affinity used to be gated back in the day, back in the MLB 2021 grind. When the new level of Team Affinity came out, you had best been caught up by then. Otherwise, you were going to be behind with all that new content that came out. And this is something they already do with Tops Now and Player of the Month. Every week, they drop a new set of Tops Now content. You're grinding this out throughout the month, and then when Player of the Month comes out, you're going to be ready to go on that new content. And part of what makes this program and these cards so exciting is that you know you're storing them and saving them for an eventual monster at the end of the month. But the coolest part about it is you don't know who that player is going to be until he comes out. You go all month grinding this stuff out and getting prepared, and you don't even know who it's going to be, but that's part of the excitement. With the current set format, we're just grinding away for a month and a half's time, And these cards are just sitting here staring at us. By the time we get them unlocked, we're really not even that excited anymore. Listen, hear me out, follow along. Imagine, instead of this choice pack where you get a 1 in 3 pick of these cards at different gated slots of this program, imagine if when this set first came out, 100 cards was the most you could collect. Ricky Henderson was the first level best 99 in this program. And we knew on the content schedule that a week or two from that release, we were going to get our first boss legend getting dropped in level 2. We don't know who that player is going to be. We have to have level 1 and Ricky Henderson unlocked and ready to go by the time that content drops. And then you do the same thing. You have that boss be there as an unlockable and usable player for a couple of weeks, and then you drop another boss a couple weeks later. And the entire time that previous boss is in the game, you don't tell anyone who the next boss is going to be. And then bam, all of a sudden in the middle of this set, you get a 99 Jimmy Fox, and no one had any idea that it was coming until the day of. And at this point, the set's already been out for 3-4 weeks. You still have monster cards you haven't even shown to the community yet. People are slow grinding them. There's still some excitement there in this set a month in because there's cards you don't know about. And then here's the best part. You're already a month in at this point, even if you only have one at the most of maybe 2, but only 1 bosses left to go on this set. By the time that card gets revealed and comes out, you're only going to be a week or 2 away from a brand new set, and you get to do it all over again. And it's a never-ending cycle of excitement. Being more secretive with this content, I really think, is a big deal. It has not been this way since MLB The Show 18 with Immortals. If you've been around the community long enough to have played the Immortal grind, you know what I'm talking about. That game was something else. There was 99 overall Immortals, and those cards, they were the best card at every position without a doubt. Back then, it was very much, if you didn't have Immortals, you were at a disadvantage, and those cards took weeks to unlock. You had to hit hundreds of homers and have thousands of at-bats. And the worst part was you had to do a ton of equipment exchanges. You had to do bobblehead exchanges and uniform exchanges over and over and over and over again. It was a lot of mind-numbing CPU stuff and working the markets, and people hated it. The good thing about MLB The Show 18 is that they bounced back and went on a heater. MLB 19, 20, 21 was the 3 peak years of this game. They made adjustments off of the community feedback in MLB The Show 18, and I am confident they're going to do the same with this year's game. You got to serve a full course meal. Don't put it all on the plate at once and leave us hanging for a month. Number 4, and this one, I'm not going to go too deep into detail here, fixing the team captain situation. I do not have a great solution for this. I've seen lots of ideas floating around the internet about team captains possibly having their boost apply to every card. I'm not too sure how that would work. What I do know is that a lot of effort and drops have been centered around team captain cards, and a lot of the programs in this game are really centered around pushing you to put a team build together of the team captains that they put in the program. But these team captain cards and builds are mediocre at best. We're still getting 95 overall team captain cards in set 4. And looking at our example here, the 95 overall Jazz Chisholm team's captain card, this is a platoon bat, 93-103. If we want this card to be usable at all in any competitive setting, we need some sort of team captain boost or something that's going to balance him out and make him a little bit better. But no, his team captain boost is right-handed focus, which is just making him an even better platoon bat. This card, it's a chore. It's an assignment. It's homework to get this card in your lineup just to use that team captain boost on a couple of other cards. And they just have this trend with a lot of the team captain cards where the team captain himself just sucks, to be blunt, is not good. And there are other versions of that player in the game that could be used instead, and you can't swap it, and it's just kind of a mess. There are only a handful of good usable team captain cards for comp modes. Now, a lot of these team captain builds are great for CPU modes, mini seasons and conquest grinds, and all that stuff's great. That can exist with an adjustment for better online experience, though. It's the CPU, let's be honest. No matter how they structure it, team captains and boost and stuff are going to be cool for CPU builds. You can use Rowdy Tellez at second base against the CPU. You know. My Brewers fans, man, y'all been rocking with Rowdy Tellez at second base just to get that best Brewers boost this year. It's a mess. But I got to give SES credit, and I've already said it once in this video. Anytime we have you know, hiccups in the game like this that kind of, let's say, it killed the game early. We haven't seen this since MLB The Show 18, but they've done a good job of making adjustments about it. I wish they would make some more adjustments on the fly than they do instead of waiting until the next game comes out, but that's kind of just the nature of the beast with annual release titles. They don't get that long to work on stuff, and if we're being brutally honest, they're already working on MLB The Show 24. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I think some of the stuff I've talked about in this video could be minor adjustments that could make this game infinitely better, specifically gating things and spacing stuff out and keeping cards a secret and giving us more stuff in the middle of these sets, giving us everything on day one, and then all the filler content just being inferior to what we got on day one. There's just nothing, there's no reason to get excited. But I'm gonna continue making content, so if you're looking for baseball content, MLB The Show content, hit that subscribe button down below. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Love you. Peace.
Chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take